Award-winning author, that's Jason Reynolds, is no stranger to tough conversations. He's written more than a dozen books for young people and children on topics like race, violence, and loss. But now he's tackling love, I love this, and relationships with his first young adult romance novel. It's called 24 Seconds From Now. It tells the story of a teenage boy, his name is Neon, and the moments leading up to his very first sexual experience with his longtime girlfriend. Jason Reynolds, we're very happy to say, joins us now. Good morning to you, Jason.
Good morning. Good to see you.
I loved this book.
Oh.
Number one, it's not a topic that you hear often, and you tell it backwards. I'll get to your writing style in just a second. But you don't hear about a young person's, male or female, men in particular, boys in particular, their first sexual experience and when you do hear it, you don't hear that they're nervous. At one point you said, nerves got nerves showing up at this particular moment, especially young guys. I got this. I know what I'm doing. This is going to be great.
I'm the man.
That's right, Nate. I'm the man. That is not how Neon is feeling, and you really take us there with him.
Absolutely.
In a loving way.
You know, you're right, and I think that was the impetus of the story, and for me to write the story, I was thinking about how as now a much older man than I was when I lost my virginity, how no one's ever asked me how I felt emotionally before stepping into that space. And I started asking all my friends similar questions. I'm sure if I asked Nate, no one's ever asked him either, right? Like no one ever considers that we have an emotional life, an interior life.
But we wouldn't think you'd want to talk about it.
But no one's ever bothered to try, right? Even as we've gotten older, no one's ever bothered to wonder what it must have been like for us. If we have insecurities, body image issues, all the things that are usually associated to young ladies, well, we have all the same things. It's just never discussed.
No doubt.
But I love the relationship between Neon and Aria. They had been dating for 2 years.
Yes.
And so you can see the evolution of their relationship. And you start with right now, there's a little very unattractive dog. You call it an ugly dog, whose name is Denzel Jeremy Washington.
Yes.
And then you go back 24 seconds from now, 24 weeks from now, 24 months, 24 months. So we get to see the evolution. This is a real relationship between these two.
Yes. I
This
wanted
isn't a biff, bam, thank you, ma'am kind of thing.
No. This has been something that's been brewing for a long time. And honestly, Gayle, I wanted to show that, specifically in this particular case, little black boys are tender and kind, and they're sweethearts. Yeah. Like I think we get adultified very quickly. Young black men, and young black ladies, young black girls, we get adultified very fast. But people don't realize that we're not as full of machismo that everybody thinks, and that anybody who has young boys around them knows that they're cupcakes.
Yeah.
That they're actually these sweethearts who have to put on certain fronts in order to navigate their environment.
Put on these certain masks while projecting in order to make up for those insecurities that we walk around with.
If you want to know who a young black boy is, ask his girlfriend.
That's a fact. Or his mama.
Or his mama.
and speaking of that, you pulled, some of your own experiences. You had the conversation with your parents. What do you remember about the birds and the bees when you heard from your parents?
You know, I was one of the lucky ones. My mom, the story in this book is the story of that my mother, verbatim, that is the talk she gave with me. She sat me down at the Ruby Tuesdays.
Ruby Tuesdays.
And I was eating chicken wings, and she said, I know you're having sex. And I thought I was going to choke to death. And then she went into the most beautiful diatribe about how it was okay and that she wanted me to feel okay about it. She just needed me to understand my responsibility as a partner, my responsibility to myself, how to be safe, how to be respectful, how to be kind, how to be gentle.
There's a story about finding a bra. She found her bra under his bed. Did you do that?
I did not do that.
He was practicing how to hook and unhook.
I did not do that.
Did you do that?
I did not do that. It does come from somewhere, but I can't say where because it's television.
You got to get in your repetition. But speaking of Mom, I mean, and we love the book so much that we didn't even get in it off the top, that you just were a recipient of the MacArthur.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. I was supposed to start with that. Yes. Bravo.
Let's give it up for that.
Yes.
I mean,
thank you very much.
What makes it amazing?
Yes.
It's no strings attached, bunch of money, and it's across disciplines.
Yes.
What'd your mom say when she found out?
My mother does not know what the MacArthur Genius Grant is, but I told her it was big. I told her that it's rare air and that it's across disciplines. And she said,
well deserved.
well, son, she's almost 80, right? And so she's like, well, son, congratulations. And then she went back to watching y'all. She's watching you all right now.
Mom has good taste in
Thank you,
morning
Mama.
shows
Thank you,
and
Mom.
sons. Jason, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. You continue to kill it.
Yeah,
Jason Reynolds, 24 seconds from now, goes on sale tomorrow, wherever you like to get your books.